Hi my lovely dears, welcome to this new Italian tutorial. This tutorial will be about some more grammar. So will be about another past tense that we use in Italian, and it is called trapassato prossimo. So is a perfect tense. So it's one of those tenses where you use essere or avere plus the past participle of the verb. And so in this video we will see precisely how you make it and how you use it. And so let's start with how you make the trapassato prossimo. Well, you use, as I said, it's a perfect tense, so you have to use essere or avere. So what you do, you use the imperfetto of essere or avere plus the past participle of the verb. So, for example, if you have the verb credere, the trapassato prossimo will be io avevo creduto. And so you have the imperfetto of the verb avere, and then you have the past participle of the verb credere, io avevo creduto. Now, the rules for when to use avere or when to use essere, they are exactly the same as in the passato prossimo. So in the perfect tenses, the rules for when to use essere or to use avere, they are always the same. And so in the description of this video, I will link the tutorial about the passato prossimo, so you can see the rules there. And actually also the rules about the positions of the pronome diretto, pronome indiretto, combinato, so this kind of pronouns or the reflexive pronouns. So all these rules, they are also the same, and there is also a tutorial. I did a tutorial about the positions of these pronouns. It's also, I will link this in the description below. But given that so far I haven't talked about the imperfetto of essere and avere, so now I will show a verb conjugated with avere and a verb conjugated with essere. So we go through all the persons, so you can see also how the imperfetto of essere and avere is conjugated. So let's start with a verb with which you use avere. For example, leggere. Now, okay, leggere has a regular participle, past participle, and is letto. One important thing also, the rules about when to also make the past participle agree, so make the female, the plural of the past participle, they are the same as with the passato prossimo. So I also talked about them, and they are also in the videos that I'm going to link in the description of this video. But so let's start with leggere. So the past participle is letto, and so if you want to make the trapassato prossimo, is io avevo letto. So you can translate it with I had read. Yeah, mostly that is the translation, but as I said also in other videos, don't translate it automatically. I will talk about the use of the trapassato prossimo more in detail later in this video, but don't translate it automatically. So, but more or less, io avevo letto, you can translate it with I had read. Second person, tu avevi letto, so you had read. Then third person singular, egli o ella aveva letto, so he or she had read. Then noi avevamo letto, so we had read. So first person plural. Second person plural, voi avevate letto, so you had read. Then third person plural, essi o esse avevano letto, so they had read. So that's the conjugation with a verb that uses avere. Going to a verb that uses essere, let's use andare, so to go. The past participle of andare is regular, so it's just andato. And so the conjugation is io ero andato, so I had gone. So this is for the first person. And of course you have to make the female if the person that is talking is a woman. So in my case I should say io ero andata, so I make the female. Now second person, tu eri andato, so you had gone. And of course also in this case if I'm talking to a woman, then I have to make the female, so tu eri andata. Then third person is egli era andato, so for a man, or ella era andata, so for a woman. So in this case you see I have to agree the past participle. Then first person plural, noi eravamo andati, so we had gone, or if the people that are talking are just women, then it becomes female, noi eravamo andate. So as always, as a rule in Italian, if you have a mixed group, so it mostly works like that, if you have a mixed group, then you have to use the male plural. You use the female plural if you know that the persons that are talking are only women. But going to the second person plural is voi eravate andati or andate if of course the subject is women. Then essi erano andati or esse erano andate. So also in this case you see you also make the female plural. And so of course the rule, as I said also in the other videos linked in the description, the rule is that you have to agree the past participle when you use essere, or so when you have avere you don't agree, but when you use the diretto or the combinato then you have to agree also the past participle with avere. So even when you use avere, if you have then the diretto of the combinato, so the pronome diretto or the pronome combinato, then even if you have avere, you have to agree the past participle to the pronoun, so to the pronome diretto or the pronome combinato, what am I using? So, for example, I say io avevo comprato, so I had bought, so it is always with the comprato. But if I say so the apples I had bought them, then I say le mele le avevo comprate, so is with an e, or if you want to use the Italian spelling. So but you see it's not comprato anymore, but it becomes comprate because I have the pronome diretto le, so I use the pronoun le. now, so that's it mostly about the how you make the trapassato prossimo, how you use it. The trapassato prossimo, actually mostly you don't use it alone in a sentence, because you use it to talk about something that had happened in the past but before another past action. So actually, if you imagine a timeline, so they go from the past to the future and passes through the present. Now, the trapassato prossimo is actually more in the past, is earlier, so more towards the past, further from the present, is more towards the past line, so the past end of the line, and is so more towards the past end of the line than the passato remoto, the imperfetto, or the passato prossimo. So you use it to talk about something that happened before something else that is in passato prossimo, passato remoto, or imperfetto. So trapassato, that's also why it's called like that, is happened before passato prossimo, imperfetto, or passato remoto. So before one of these three. So for example, so usually you find it in a sentence together with one of these three. So for example, I say, ti ho portato il regalino che avevo comprato per te a Parigi. So I've brought you the souvenir that I had bought for you in Paris. So as you see, first I bought the souvenir in Paris, and then I brought it to the person. And so what has happened before is in trapassato prossimo. And so this is how you use it mostly. And of course, as you can see also from the translation that I made of the sentence, don't translate it automatically, because as I said also in the other videos, each language uses the tenses in a different way. So you can't automatically translate from a tense from a language to the other. So you have to think directly in the language that you are learning or in which you want to translate, and think how that language uses the sentence. So you have to think directly in the language. So if you want to say something in Italian, so don't think about the tenses that you use in English or in your own language, but think about how the tenses are used in Italian. So the trapassato prossimo, for example, don't think, okay, maybe it's a past perfect, then each past perfect that I use in English, it's a trapassato prossimo in Italian. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to think that trapassato prossimo is something that has happened earlier than passato remoto, passato prossimo, or imperfetto. So if it is something that happened before this, then you use the trapassato prossimo. For example, another example. Ho visto la ragazza di cui mi avevi parlato. So I saw the girl about whom you told me. And so first you told me about the girl, and then I see her. So the fact that you told me about the girl goes in trapassato prossimo, so because it happened earlier. And as you see, when I translate it in English, I can use the past perfect, I can use the simple past, and so as you see, there's not actually an automatic translation. And so that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumb up, and please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. As always, feel free to post any comment or any question that you have, or if you are interested in any particular topic, feel free to ask. And thanks for watching. See you next tutorial. Ciao ciao!